Hello and welcome to a mindful moment with me, Rebecca. If we haven't met before, I'm an integrative ecotherapist and a mindfulness teacher, and I like to encourage people to prioritize their self-care and take a pause, to let go, allow yourself to rest. And I wanted to share this with you as we are approaching the summer solstice. And for me, I don't particularly follow one particular practice, but I do like to mark certain points in the year, and the summer and winter solstice are two of those things that I like to take note of. And I think sometimes we believe we have to be all of one thing to celebrate it or practice something. And I think that's why I was always drawn to integrative therapy, which uses not just one discipline, but we explore theories that are psychodynamic, gestalt, trauma-informed, because I've never really belonged in one camp. You know, when we were at school, there was always the different cliques, wasn't there? Definitely wasn't part of the popular crew. I wasn't really fitting in with the alternatives. I really enjoyed hanging out with the geeks, but I don't think I was really a geek either. I was just me. I didn't really neatly fit into one box. And I don't think as humans we really do. I think it's quite nice to explore and be curious about all different things. So you may not normally celebrate or mark the summer solstice, but for me personally, it provides quite a nice time of the year to pause, to reflect. Where's my energy been? Where do I want my energy to flow? What is bringing me light and joy? Am I prioritizing my self-care enough? For me at summer solstice, these can be really useful points of reflection. So they may be things that you want to reflect on as well. Maybe in your journaling, maybe you want to get creative with those prompts. And I also invite you to pause at this time of year. Summer can be really busy and energetic and fun, but we also need to allow time for those pauses. So I'd really love to invite you to try the following meditation. This is one that I recorded for my mindful membership last year, and it's all about taking that pause at summer solstice. So I hope you enjoy this practice. I find that the more and more that I lean into the wisdom of nature, the more and more I seem to learn to be able to grow, to be able to be more powerful. And as we entered this period of the summer solstice, there is so much that nature can teach us. Solstice means to pause. And so in this practice, that's what we're going to see if we can allow this moment of pause. And at the time when the light shines for the longest, when the sun is at its most powerful, I think we can use that to reflect in ourselves. So we'll start this practice by grounding in the present. And then I'm going to read out some questions for you to pause with. there will be some periods of silence for you to reflect. So let's start by closing our eyes or lowering our gaze, taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. See if you can allow your body to sink into this space, loosening your jaw, lowering your shoulders. Allowing your breath to deepen. Seeing if you can breathe really deeply into the tummy. Maybe lingering just a moment longer on that inhale and a moment longer on that exhale. If the mind wanders, which it often will do, just bring your focus back to your breath. Let's see if we can allow this moment of pause. There's nothing we need to do. There's nowhere else we need to be. It's okay just to rest here in this moment. To rest in this moment of the wheel of the year where we come into a time of power, of abundance. This time to bathe in the sun, feel its gold. And take time to reflect. What achievement are you most proud of so far this year? Allow time to reflect, to feel that pride. As we move into the second part of the year, is there anything you need to leave at this threshold to help you move forward? as the sun is in its power, where do you feel powerful in your life? As the sun shines for the longest, how can you allow your light to shine? What will bring you joy as you move into the next few months? Just take time in this pause to explore those reflections. Maybe one resonates with you more than another. Or maybe they spark other reflections. See if you can just allow a few moments longer of pause. To be still in your own power. I am the light. I celebrate my abundance. I am the light. I own my power. Returning to the breath, that gentle in and out, that rise and lower. And feel free to stay in this pause for as long as you need to. And when you're ready, you can gently reopen your eyes and take your power into your day. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I hope it gave you that opportunity to pause, reflect, gather your energy. And whether you decide to mark the summer solstice or you don't, I hope that you can still have those moments of reflection, those times to press the pause button on life. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to be back with you again soon. As always, you can go to my website, my Instagram, Facebook and YouTube as well to take part in more free practices and maybe come join me in person sometime. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this practice and would like to experience more, I'd love to invite you to join me in the Mindful Membership. This is an online wellbeing community where each month we explore a different area of self-care. It's low commitment, flexible, gentle, just lots of offerings and support and therapeutic practices to support you to live a mindful and well life. I also offer in-person wellbeing sessions, and I'm an ecotherapist offering counselling in nature. You can see details of my work plus more free practices on my website and YouTube channel, which are listed in the show notes. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope to connect with you again soon.